Hey guys, welcome back. So in this part, I think we're going to go ahead and finish a couple of details on the body, because I don't want to get into the back until the next part. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. There are a couple of these little pieces on the front and on the back as well. So we're going to go ahead and try to squeeze in the front pieces, and then in the next part that will get published hopefully quite soon, we're going to go ahead and tackle the back, which is going to be a fairly big job, because we haven't done a couple of things on it. So yeah, you guys are going to see it in the next part. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and hide the threads, and also we're going to go ahead and in the threads we're going to go ahead and attach the main support pieces to that layer as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to select that one and select that one and add that to the thread layer so you can hide it. And also I'm going to just rename this layer, call it threads layer. Okay, so that will save us quite a lot of performance, as you can tell already. So that's sort of the main heavy piece on Wally, to be honest. So I'm also going to go ahead and hide the arms, I think, and the head. I mean, we don't really need them for now, and the neck as well. We only need the body. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with this piece. So I think the easiest way to do that is we're just going to start off with a cube. Okay, so let's just go drag cube out here, roughly somewhat the right size, just up, and then we'll position this. Okay, so let's go into our side view and here, and if I isolate, I mean if I turn on X-ray, you can somewhat see. Let's go ahead and add the door to a new layer temporarily, really quick, just so you can hide that as well, so it will be easier to see through the mesh. So as you can tell, this is the piece that we're making. We'll probably go off the reference quite a bit. We'll see how it looks. So anyway, let's just go ahead and position this roughly. So this actually comes out from the body a little bit like so. And now I'm going to go into my front view and position it there as well. So that's where it would sit in the front. Probably somewhere around there. So let me just turn off X-ray so I can see that edge. Okay, so it will sit somewhere around there. Cool. So let's go ahead and select this face and just push this in a bit. And I'm just looking at the thickness on my reference. Okay, so that looks about fine. So it's roughly sticking out that much. And let's go ahead and drag this down a bit. Okay, and actually you can go ahead and turn back on the door now, because there'll be a bend in this around here. So if I just go into my side view, where you can see this, okay. So let's go ahead and extrude that face around there and turn on X-ray again, and just drag it down roughly to the bottom of that line, okay. So like I said, we're going to go off the reference a little bit and then push it back. Alright. And probably drag it down a bit more, I think. And let's go ahead and insert an edge loop. So we're going to need a loop going, we're going to need a loop going roughly around here, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that should be fine. So let's grab that and then grab this face, and let's go ahead and extrude that one out in a welt space. So drag it out a bit, turn off my X-ray just so I can see how far this is going to go. And I'm also going to turn on my threads just to see how deep this needs to go in reference to that. Okay, and that looks fine roughly around there. Okay, let's turn off our threads. I'm also going to go ahead and we can straighten this up, or you can leave it as it is, or you can straighten it that way. I think actually I quite like it there. So that's our basic main shape. And also we need to extrude this face as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Extrude and push it out. And that one goes to around that edge. Okay, so this is our main sort of block. Okay, and I'm just checking to see how much this is sticking out and how it's looking. I think we're going to go ahead and grab these bottom vertices and push these up a bit. I don't want it to be that thick, I don't think. Okay, so it looks pretty cool. Okay, so basically this is it. This is the main shape. Now we just got to go ahead and add in all the loops for this, so it will look quite nice when we go ahead and smooth it. Okay, so you can go ahead and isolate, and let's go ahead and use our insert edge loop tool to start adding in these edges that we need. Okay, right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and add one here as well, and there. I'm also going to add one halfway throughout this to get rid of that long face. Probably two. Let's just add two. Okay. And we're going to add probably just one here because I don't want that to be too sharp. We'll have a look once we go ahead and smooth it. But just add one for now. Okay, let's add these loops in. And I think that's pretty much straight, so let's go ahead and add two there, so you get rid of that long face, one here as well, and then one here. Okay, cool, let's go ahead and add this loop in, and I think we're pretty much there. Let's go ahead and smooth this, see how it's looking, and we're also going to come out of isolation and turn this off. Okay, so this is the sort of bend that I'm talking about. We're actually going to add two because it needs to be quite sharp. Okay, so this needs to line up. So let's go ahead and move it down a bit. Okay, cool. So that looks good. Now we're just going to go ahead and drag these up where they were. So I'm just going to select all them, drag them up a bit. Probably going to go ahead and drag this up quite a lot more actually, somewhere around there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and smooth this one more time, make sure that we don't get any issues. And this seems a bit weird. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's go ahead and drag this one down a bit. Actually that should be fine. Let's go ahead and smooth this. Yeah, that should be okay as it is. Let's go ahead and smooth this one more. You do get a little bit of a bend in here. Let's see if we can go ahead and reduce that by dragging this up. And because it is at an angle, I'm going to freak out a bit. Let's try to go ahead and move that in local. If it works, probably won't. No, yeah. Let's go ahead and try to add in another edge and see if that fixes it a little bit, and also add in one halfway here. And that still, we sort of still get that little bend in there. So let's have a look how we can fix this. Okay, so actually this vertex seems to be a bit off, so let's just select all of them, drag it out a bit, see if that resolves any issues. Okay, so it's a little bit better. You still get sort of weird smoothing here. Let me just isolate and see. Right, so this is a pretty long face. Let's go ahead and add like two in here. Maybe one across here as well. See if that makes it any better. Makes it a little bit better around there, but that should be fine. I mean, from far away, you're not really going to notice that too much, okay? So we're going to leave that as it is. Let's go ahead and duplicate this over. Okay, so let's go ahead, and you can always go ahead move the pivot to the center just so it's easier for us to duplicate it over. So duplicate. Oh, I already done that. There we are. X -1. Oops. Which way would this be then? Well, that would be X -1. There we go. Okay. So that looks all good. I'm just looking at my reference to see if this looks the way it meant to be. It might be a tiny bit too much out, but we can always adjust that later on. So let's go ahead and try to quickly do the back one as well, which is pretty much the same as this. So I'm just going to duplicate that and then scale it -1 in the Z, and then we'll just go ahead and work off it. So adjust the widths. So let's go into our side view, turn on my X-ray, and drag it roughly around there, unsmooth it so I can go ahead and start. Actually, you can just drag all these forward, I think. Let's go ahead and start with these. So I'm just gonna, oops, just gonna try to snap, see if that works. Nope. So let's go ahead and just move it manually. And it seems like we're gonna have to move these vertices as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We can always actually just get rid of these. It might be quicker. So delete the edges and delete this one as well. Just to position them properly. It will probably be easier. So let's go ahead and get rid of that as well. And then now I can grab all of it. No, actually, let's get rid of this edge as well. And now I can go ahead and grab all of these vertices and just push them forward. Make sure that they line up. Okay, that's pretty much there. Let's go have a look in our perspective mode, turn off X-ray, see how this is looking. So yeah, it's a bit off, but let's go ahead and adjust that. So I'm just looking at how thick this one is. Let's get rid of these edges. And then grab these vertices and push them in quite a bit. Okay, somewhere along there should do. And they are also too tall, so I'm gonna get rid of this loop. Actually, let's get rid of all the supporting edges, just so it's easier to move this around. Okay. And also these. Right, cool. So let's go ahead and push this down. And it seems like to me it's somewhere along here. So let's just pop that there. And this is a bit too long as well. Let's just push this one back to around there. Move these into the middle. Okay, and we're getting a little bit of a weird normals here because we deleted the edges and it's not perfectly straight. So let's go ahead and fix that up. I'm just gonna grab them and then snap them here and do the same thing with this just to make sure that they line up spot on. And also what we can do is select them faces and then go to normals and then harden edge, and that might get rid of it quite well. Let's go ahead and get rid of these bottom loops as well. Okay, so cool, that looks pretty good. Let's go into our side view, turn on X-ray again. And as far as I'm concerned, I think this actually has a little sort of bend in it. This is sticking out a lot, so let's go ahead and grab them vertices and push them in around there, and same with these. After I get rid of this loop, let's go ahead and grab all these and push them in. Okay, probably somewhere around there, because we're going to make some changes to this back, so it's going to look a lot different than what it looks like now later on. I'm just going to push these in a bit as well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit thinner as well. So in the side view, I'm just going to go ahead and grab these and then push them up. Something like that. Let me get rid of this loop so it doesn't start freaking things out. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and add in all the loops, and then this is done. We can always go ahead and come back to this and make some extra adjustments, and I just noticed that I must have messed something up here. I'm just going to grab them vertices and then snap them up. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and add in all the loops, and then we're done. So insert edge loop. I don't know what this loop is doing here either. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And let's go ahead and add these in quick. I'm seeing this coming back. Okay, cool. So we're going to leave that loop in. And let's get rid of this because it's a lot far out, and add in a new one. A little bit closer. Same here, same here. Same here. That should be fine. Oops. Okay. We're going to need one here, and I don't think we're going to need any on the top. I've already done them. And that should be fine. Let's go ahead and smooth this and see how it's looking. Oops, missed something here. There we go. Let's go ahead and add this, and also add one halfway. Probably add one here as well, and this is going to need a few, so I'm just going to go into the settings, multiple edge loops free, and just pop it on there. Okay, and probably this could do with like 2 as well. So let's just set that to 2, pop that on, smooth it. Okay, and it looks pretty good apart from the top. We've forgotten to add this loop. Oops, want to need 1. So let's go ahead and set this back to default, and that should be good to go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and unisolate and duplicate it over, and then this is pretty much done. We'll probably have to do some more adjustments to this later on once we finish up the back, but for now it should do the trick. So again, let's go ahead and snap the pivot into the center, press insert, Control D, scale X-1, and that should pop it in the right place pretty much. Okay, cool. So these pieces are done as well. Let's go ahead and name them, and then we're done. So body, bottom, I don't know what we should call it, corner piece, left. I'm just gonna copy this, put it on that one, call this right. Same with this. This is left, but it's bottom back corner. I'm just going to copy that. Oh, what's this? We've got two of them, so let's delete that one. And this one is right. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag these into the body, like so. And also let's go ahead and make sure we add them to the layer as well, so we can always hide it. And let's delete this layer because we don't need that anymore. Okay, so before I just wrap this up, I think I might talk to you guys about this back of how we're going to do this, because there's quite a few changes we're going to have to do to this piece. That might get a bit complicated, but it should be fine. Actually, I think I'll do that in the beginning of the next part. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part where we're going to go ahead and start doing Wally's back.